black screensaver on a theater screen. 10 out of 10, right?
How the movie
The
opens
Windows
is pretty cool.
screensaver, yeah.
The Windows.
With the grass.
90, whatever. Well, not 90, but like
Windows
XP.
98. Oh, XP, yeah.
Yeah.
The XP screensaver. So Alex hates movies.
Yeah,
No.
clearly.
So this is the same as The Meg for me. Like, I enjoy this movie. I disliked it more than I liked it, though. But very slightly. Like, I get why people like it. It makes sense to me why people like it. My biggest complaint is it's a little too boring.
That makes sense because it's very realistic, but I found it completely interesting.
It was the perfect amount of realism. I was worried it was going to be cheesy. It wasn't cheesy to me.
It was very cheesy.
There was like 2 cheesy parts to me at least, but it's still, I'm not gonna lie, I got very close to crying. I had tears in my eyes, and even the cheesy parts got me.
I agree. I think the emotional points that they wanted to hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Just the whole computer thing is just so, like, at the very beginning I thought, this is dope.
What happened?
It just kept going. And like
Okay.
the same bit happened where he was like, he looks at a photo and he's like, wait, zoom in on that. I recognize that.
Enhance.
Wait, let's go to Reddit and there's photo, zoom, we got a salmon.
It's way better
There's
than
just
just
so
a
many-
flat
So-
screen. I feel like it was directed very well with the screens and how
I
it
agree.
moved.
There's
I
a
think
lot
it
of
was
movement.
very well done. And it was very cool. There were so many just boring parts in it for me, where it was just like dragging its feet.
The realism is what kept me engaged. There's this whole sequence about him doing the forgot password thing.
Yeah.
And and for a sec I was like, wow, they're like showing how exactly what he's doing. A lot of times you don't see those minute things that people do that everyone can relate to because it's a movie. Because I've done that kind of things and I've used a laptop, in that weird way, it gave me that attachment to the character, which gave me that emotion, which drove me to care about the story.
And the main character, I think, is what really sold it.
He did great.
He's
He did
a
really good.
realistic dad. He does things. He doesn't understand the social norms of like kids, or like he forgot what it's like to be a teenager, and he struggles with that. And he's just so relatable. He has like a lot of funny mannerisms that a normal dad would have, and I love that.
And while I agree, for me personally, it was too real. Like, when he was doing the computer stuff, I was like, yep, it's gonna go this way. Yep, I get it. Yep, you're on a computer. Fun, like, way to visualize it and film it. Like, I get it. It's cool. Just move on with the story.
You kind of want to be taken out of reality a little bit.
Yes and no. I just watched somebody change their password. I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, that's entertaining. Some of my issue, I'm not gonna say, but I figured the movie out immediately, and I feel like that's some of the reason why I was like, I know where this is going, get on with it. Like, I see you tiptoeing around these plot points, get on with the actual thing that's gonna happen.
I don't watch movies that way.
Yeah.
I like to be surprised, so I'm only looking 3 feet ahead of us. I always get those things right before they happen, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna happen. And then, 20 seconds later, I'm like, it did happen,
Yeah.
But I'm never looking that far ahead,
Yeah.
because that's just not how I enjoy movies.
And see, that's just a me thing.
Yeah.
I like the mystery, and if I can solve it before the movie wants you to solve it, I'm like, heck yeah,
Gotcha.
I got it. And it feels good. That's just me.
The lack of detail that was in the webcam footage or whatever, it allowed me to kind of fill in the gaps with my imagination as if I was actually there. And it was a little more than a fly on the wall perspective for me. It was, I don't know, I just felt right there kind of experiencing this with him. Like I was him looking at his computer screen, which is, I'm sure, is the entire gimmick, but it did a lot to me, and I was very impressed with how involved I actually got into it.
I think, for me, this is one of the best directed films of the year so far that I've seen in a while, because not only did it get a lot of the technical aspects right with the realism with the computer and stuff, but they got the people too, like interacting through these devices so well, and just how they talked. It was like, that's a real person, that's a real video, and it's like, it was so good. It just went both ways. There was not a lacking area in the directing for me, at least.
I agree 100%. I think the way they filmed it is super unique and awesome. It's just like, that's like you said, that's the gimmick.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's super cool, very, 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 very well done, and it's great. And that's like the one reason why I like this movie so much. But you, like, take that away, and it's just the plot bare bone. It's a kidnapping story.
Once you start noticing the gimmick, it starts to.
And like, it's fine. But on a technical aspect, very impressive.
Good movie.
It was, my final rating is cute. It was very cute.
Cute out of 5?
Cute out of 5.
No, what's your rating?
My rating, 3 out of 5.
5?
Okay.
Mine is a 4.5 out of 5. I really love this movie, mostly because I think it deserves, because it was just kind of the first of its kind that was huge.
Yeah.
I agree.
I gave it, I'm giving it a 4. 4 out of 5. It was good. It's good. Going in the book.
People need to see it. I feel like not a lot of people are going to
watch it.
you
should definitely watch it. I suggest.
Yeah.
Like, that rating, I like it, but in this type of show, you have to pick the one on either side, and in this case, I don't like it as much as I like it, but I still suggest it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I will like the next one, I hope.
Alex hates movies.
I don't. I like